morning, miners. This is Pakratt here again. Before we go into the SMP server, I just thought I'd give you an update on my target design here. I did change it a little bit, mainly because I did notice one thing. When I was looking up on the wiki, it seems that Notch could be nerfing the vines so that they don't grow sideways if there's more than 4 of them present in an immediate vicinity. Ergo, if this goes back any further, they're not going to grow past that point. So they've got to be this far back. And I had to set it up so that there's water on this side, so that they won't grow here. I don't know if it actually counts the blocks on double-sided as 1 or 2 vines. I don't want to find out. So as far as I'm concerned, this is going to have to be the design that I'm using. That was about it. That's going to be the design as far as I can tell. It's got its problems. The main problem that I'm seeing with it is it grows really, really slow. I mean, they are vines, so what do you expect? But I guess I'll only have like 1 or 2 of these on the actual course, and these are going to be like special targets that you can hit. If you can hit these, then congrats, you're really good. So you won't have to hit them all the time. At least that's what I'm going to go with. I'll put other stuff on the course, like ships to blow up, and maybe Arcus was actually talking about having a firing range with boats that come out of the ground. Well, not the ground. Boats that come out of the water and just ride across, then go back down again. And I thought that was a cool idea. We might do that too. But as far as the target itself goes, I think this is the design that we're going with, simply because this is the best one that I could think of for a repeatable target. But that's it. And now on with the show.
Okay. All right, miners, I'm back. This is back on top of the TNT arena again. I have been doing a few modifications that I'll show you guys. Oh, man, my inventory is just packed. I haven't been doing a whole lot lately. That's why I haven't been doing a lot of recording, at least nothing new. The main thing I've been doing is just clearing out room, as you can tell back here. The thing is, I've been running low on TNT while doing it. I'm going to have to go do some idling to get some more gunpowder, because I got lots of sand. I got oodles and oodles of sand. I wonder where that's all coming from. But I've been getting slowed down because while the desert before, when I was back there, was like this, and it was nice and easy to blow up tons and tons of layers really, really quickly. It then turned into this, which is much slower to blow up. Plus, it uses up a lot more TNT to do so. And I don't really feel like wearing out my last good diamond pick just to wear that down. It's just really not that worth it. So it's been slowing me down a lot. This is like the past 4 days I've been just digging out when I can. I mean, I'm a pretty busy guy, so I haven't been on tons, but also there's a few other modifications that have happened. As you can, I don't think I did anything different over here since I last videotaped. No, I don't think so. But Arcus was here, and he had a little bit of fun. I got him interested in the idea of this. He's the first person on the server that's actually come over here and actually was going to help me out. Well, outside of Justify. Justify was, of course, actually first because he was here with me when I blew up the desert. But outside of him, Arcus made a really cool-looking wall here at the entryway, and he's starting to work on some designs for, like, what would this be called? Like a ribbon or a banner or something like that, just going along the sides. To make it look more theme parky and stuff like that. I basically got him on the idea of what I want to do and what he wants to do. And, I mean, like I've said, it's a public project, so it's whatever the public wants to do. I'm not the guy that's going to do the designing. I'm just going to do the games of some of these. And I actually got Nebers interested in doing some games over here, too. He wants to do a baby chicken firing range, which I found quite interesting. Basically, you put a circle up in the sky with a bunch of dispensers full of eggs, have them firing like crazy. And as the chickens are falling down, the baby chickens are falling, you can use them to take pot shots at. That was a cool one. I did like that. And he wanted to do some random hole. he wanted to put up a giant Guud statue too, or at least he wanted to talk to Justify about building a giant Guud statue between the two of the giant things back here. I don't know if we're actually going to get back this far. I'd like to. That would be really cool if we actually made it this big, but that's a lot of desert to blow up. But if we do, his idea is to have Justify help to build a gigantic Guud statue right in between those two. He actually had the idea of putting it on top, but we couldn't because, well, that'd be way over the ceiling height of the game. And then we thought about in between, and I said we should do like a Samson thing where he's like pushing the two apart, like the pillars. And he liked the idea, and I like it, so that would look cool if we could do that. We'll see what happens with that. The other thing that Nebris was thinking about is building his casino here. The same one that he had on the other server, he wants to copy that and put it here. And I thought that was a good idea. We were talking about all this, by the way, on his video, so if you wanted to hear all the stuff that we were talking about, go check out his vid. We were talking for quite a while and walking around here thinking. The other thing that I talked about is this thing. We're pretty sure it's the gyms. That's my guess. It looks like his design. I got to get confirmation from him on that, though. What I'm planning on doing with it, though, is turning this into not a firing range, a shooting gallery, where we basically have the zombies come up and start going back and forth through a line of water channels. When they're basically, man, I keep saying basically again. Let's say you're starting from way back here. Basically have I said it again. Make it so it's a really difficult shot where you're shooting from back here and they're going back that way. And if they make it through there, they go another 8 blocks up and then they go that way. Another 8 blocks up and then they go that way. And it just gets easier and easier. But of course, the challenge is going to be to get them while they're further away. Now the challenge with that is I don't know if I want to just set it up so that it's way back there where you're firing from, or if you're standing here so that they spawn under you, and then go way down there, and then come up, and then you start firing at them. I don't know. I haven't come up with that design yet. We'll see. Let's see. What else was there that I was working on? I did pick a place to put the firing range for the target practice using TNT cannons. That I can show you. That is way out here. And it's a really good place too. I was wondering who actually. I'm not the first person here, which you'll see as soon as we get there, because it's been flattened a little bit. I don't know who. I didn't know who it was. Still not absolutely certain, but someone was already here flattening out the area. But this is going to be where we put up that target. Going to have TNT cannons built here. Where I don't even think that I'm going to be building. I'll build 1 or 2 cannons, but the idea of the firing range is to test out how good you are at making a cannon that can fire at a certain target. So you should be able to build your own cannon wherever you want to do it. Specifically ones that you can get like an angle to just go a little bit that way. That would be cool. Because I'm not going to just take the target and put it straight there. It's going to have to be like right over here or something like that. It's going to be a difficult angle to hit. That's the point. And have it be pretty far out there, too. But I just love this. It's a nice little peninsula that just comes straight out. It points straight at the ocean. And as far as who that is, the reason that we figured it out is because Shree's house is right there. You can't see it because it's just out of my render distance, and I don't trust my computer to show you. So we're not going to do that. But that's the update of what we got going on so far. I invited everybody else to come along and start working on this project too. We'll see what happens. It might happen. It might not. As far as the actual TNT arena, which is the centerpiece of what I've been building, obviously, because that is the coolest part. Okay, hold on. Just let me chomp down for a second. Okay, at any rate. I have done a few things to this. I was going to, before I got distracted and started talking about all the stuff going around what I was talking about with Nebris and Arcus and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, one more thing that Arcus was talking about is the lines for the main pathway shouldn't be straight. And I agree. It would make this place look a lot bigger, and it would make it feel a lot less, straight. Yeah, Ed Lincoln got shot by a skeleton a minute ago. I did notice that, but, I've been chatting with you guys, so. Anyway. But I came over here to kind of drop off this and this. That's it, right? I just needed to have room to put up some glass. But what I was looking at with the TNT arena here, people keep calling it the Bomberman Arena. And I do like calling it the Bomberman Arena. That's what I was originally calling it. But really, it's not Bomberman. For one thing, Bomberman, it's not in 3D. Well, there was a 3D Bomberman, but evidently it sucked. But the other thing is these double wide lanes basically make it so it's not a Bomberman game. But if people want to call it that, that's fine with me. It is just about as close as you can get to a Bomberman Arena in this game, so that'll work. But I came here to pick up this glass. I think I'm going to have to go start cooking up some more of it, too. Let's see. Did I? No, I didn't. So let's pick up some sand. That one. Yeah, I'm just using these chests right now to store stuff. This is going to be the chest that, I'll show that all to you in a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good to go. These chests, I finally finished putting them in, are to be going around the edges, so you can use them to put random stuff in that will help you out in the game. In an actual Bomberman game, the chests are randomly placed throughout the board, where, like, say, it was right here. This is where the chest would be, and it would be surrounded, and when you blew up this block, there would be an item there instead. And my original design actually had something like that. I would have the chest there, and I had snow blocks around it. So when you blew it up, you would actually blow up the chest in the process, because snow blocks really don't block anything. And then you'd have an item there. And it was a good idea, but the problem is that redoing it every single blasted time would get a little bit on the tedious side. So I kind of niched that idea and or ditched or whatever. I got rid of that thought for the current one. I'm just gonna do that because I guess this TNT got through here and blew up the snow over there when I was testing with Nebris. Okay, so what I did figure out is that this has to be glass for obvious reasons, so you can open up the chest, and I didn't think of that originally, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish this up. I did actually finish this once already, but the game was laggy at the time, and evidently it didn't think I actually finished. What sucks is I probably lost a whole lot of glass in the process while I was doing that. Is this one? Yeah, this is one. Should probably light it up a little bit out here, too. Don't need stuff spawning on top of this. Where is it? That one? That one. It would be that one, too. So excuse me while I try not to be too silent while I do this. That's one of the other reasons I haven't been doing a whole lot of SMP recording lately. I don't really have a whole lot to talk about. I'm more I'm more in doing stuff like this than talking about all my grievances and my day and stuff like that. Not to say that I don't have anything interesting to talk about. I work in retail, like you guys well know, and while that sounds kind of boring, people are stupid. And when I say people are stupid, people do a lot of really stupid things that are really funny when you look at them in retrospect. And I could talk about that a little bit. Well, unfortunately, I forget most of those things. While I've seen a lot, I forget a lot more. So, well, I guess not. I guess it's not possible to forget more than you've seen. But you know what I mean. Oh, the other thing, I didn't mention this. I didn't even show that to you. The reason that I have a pumpkin farm on the top of the house is because I actually did go ahead and do pumpkins down there. The problem is, pumpkins, when we did the TNT test run, it blew up like 3/4 of the pumpkins in here. And we weren't even trying. It was just the two of us, and I didn't even have a full stack of TNT between us. So it seems that my calculations for this were incorrect, unfortunately. A block of TNT down here seems to be able to affect a lot up there, which sucks. Now, what I suspect is that it's not, if you put it here, it might, I don't think it blows up that one. I think when you put it here, it actually blows up like this one, because then it's at the right angle. And I had tested for a TNT block like right down here and blowing up the one right above it. I hadn't even thought of the fact that it would have enough power to go the next column over and go up that high. I should have tried to think about that, but I didn't. It's too late now. But I have a really, really lot of pumpkins growing on the top now, so I have enough to completely replenish the entire thing, I think. What happened here? Seriously, what happened here? Huh. Well, that's odd. I mean, honestly, it might have been me, but I don't recall. Alright, well, whatever. Let me just fix up this pumpkin real quick. I'm getting a lot of pumpkins, so I have a lot of seeds to play with at least, so that's a good thing. And then let's just get rid of the rest of these. I really don't need them. Well, let's make sure I don't need them first. I haven't gone completely crazy with this thing yet. I haven't put glass over everything, just because, well, it's glass. It's not something that you just go about getting easily. You have to cook it up, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of cooking. I just basically made glass for the chest down there first. That was my main intention. But there's some left over, so I'm only doing this because it's easier to harvest when you don't have to worry about walking up on top of the thing. I'm probably going to put half slabs all the way through here so that nothing can spawn. And that's pretty much the only reason. I mean, that's why I want to put half slabs over pretty much everything so that nothing spawns. I don't want to have to worry about lighting everything. Okay, so that's pretty much it right now. I don't have a whole lot more to talk about, really. And I'm now experiencing some mega lag. I wonder what the heck is going on with that. That's really strange. The moment that Vintage Beef came on the server, lag started going nuts. He must have idled someplace where he was doing something quite interesting. You know what? I bet you his castle is just that big. Think your build is so big now it lags the server when you log on. And yeah, I know I did the wrong "you're" there, by the way. I just noticed it. Don't give me comments about it. I'm not a grammar expert, and I don't care. But anyways, that's about it. Oh, someone did give me an idea, though, and I want to hear your guys' input on this. He suggested, this is Quick Gamer that I know from my IRC, that's KWICK, I believe, Quick Gamer. He had the idea that instead of having to use flint and steel to light the TNT, to go underneath this and put redstone torches under every single one of these blocks, so that the moment that you put down a block of TNT, it lights instantly. And I thought that was a pretty cool idea. The only thing that I don't like about it, and this is the only reason that I would not do it, by the way, guys, is because if you do that, you can't delay the TNT. You can light it and run, but you can't delay it. In other words, you can't use the flint and steel to light it on fire and then go to a safe distance and let it blow up at its own time. Numbers of sand. You're kidding me, right? Someone's not paying attention. I think I can accommodate that. I mean, I don't have a ton of it right now. Well, red. Imaha's sand, yeah, that's good. Loving it. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get him over here to pick up a few blocks of sand. I think I can spare it. I mean, the only reason I am collecting that much sand and not turning it into sandstone instantly to start filling in these gaps. And by the way, I still have a lot of sand. Dang it, that's IRC. I really gotta remember to turn that off. But anyway, the only reason that I mean, I still have some sandstone to make these things. And the only reason that I haven't turned all this sand and all the sand that I have over here into sandstone is because I want to be able to use it for the TNT. But I still have a lot of sand back at the valley trap too, so that's not really that big of a deal at the moment. And I still have a lot more to go. So yeah, I think I can lend out a little bit to him. So like I was saying, that's pretty much it for me right now, guys. Things are coming along quite nicely. It's just a really long process for moving a desert. Oh, the other thing I was going to show you, if you look up here, all the pumpkins are facing the door. As you can, I'm doing as many things. That was the only other reason I could think of to put pumpkins in, outside of the fact that you can see the floor now. When I had torches up here, you can see, the lighting levels are just so odd in this game. They increase exponentially as the light levels go up, and it increased the light on the floor so much when I went from 14 to 15 in level of light by switching from a torch to the pumpkin, which, by the way, is still completely illogical that putting a torch in a pumpkin increases the light, but that's beside the point. It did increase the light greatly, and now we can see what's going on. But I'm just putting as many visual cues in here as possible to be able to navigate your way around a bunch of obsidian pillars. So that was just one more thing, and I think that's the last thing. So I'm gonna just call it here, guys, and show MC my stacks of sand for him to have fun with, and maybe a few other things that he can walk around and take a look at. Yeah, I'm just delaying now. So you guys have a good one, and I'll see you later.